This is the Brewtubers Online Brewers Club 2022 Hops Experiment, Hoppy Blonde Ale. Thanks to our sponsors: Imperial Yeast, Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store, Brewers Hardware, 5 Star Chemicals, and Yakima Valley Hops. Get brewing.
What's up, everybody? Brewmaster Jerry here. We're starting off our tasting of the Brewtubers Hop Experiment 2022. It was sponsored by Yakima Valley Hops that provided us with both Citra and Mosaic hops, 3 different types of it for the experiment, as well as some Centennial that we used for some bittering. 5 Star Chemicals, they were great. They sent us some sanitizing tablets, and then let's see, who else? Oh, Imperial Yeast. They sent us the yeast for this. We used Imperial House Yeast for this, and they also sent another packet of some fun yeast as well. So today I'm starting off with my first in the series, which is my beer, which is ICB in the house. So this one is an Incognito Citra in a blonde ale, using Imperial House Yeast, hence ICB, Incognito Citra Blonde, and house, in the house. So we got this, and this actually is also the first time I've actually ever canned any of my beer. I got myself an October Seamer. So we're going to be going through, we're going to be testing 3 Citra beers, and then we're going to be testing 3 Mosaic beers. One is made with T90 pellets, one is made with Lupo Max, and then the third one is made with Incognito. So we've got all 3 types of hops for both Citra and Mosaics, hence the 6 beers. So you'll see 6 different ones of these. So we'll be talking about aroma and bitterness and taste. So with a blonde ale, there's a nice mix of different malts in there. Got all my malts from Beer and Wine Hobby. That's beer-wine.com, and so it's a great way to really kind of showcase the hops and be able to figure out what's going on with it. So let's crack this open and give it a start. Nice little hiss with the can. Did a good job of pouring a nice full can. So again, with it being a blonde ale, it's going to have a little bit of a lighter color. Some nice carbonation, a little lacing there on the head. You can see it's pretty transparent there, so not hazy. You can see it's the off the top, or drink it from the can, or from this can glass, so you can see that. Okay, so I brewed this one on September 18th, and then I kegged it on the 2nd of October. Honestly, I don't remember the exact date that I canned it. It was probably a few days later, because I let it kind of carbonate in the keg and everything. It's got a great tropical aroma to it. When I brewed this, my whole basement smelled like a citrus factory. Once I dry hopped it, well, not dry hopped it, excuse me, once I whirlpooled it, we did the main hop addition at 170 degrees. Held it for 10 minutes, and with the Citra Incognito, it's a liquid, so I poured it in, and you could see the dark hop liquid on top that I then stirred up and mixed in. It's got a great smell. I really enjoyed drinking this one off of the keg as well. There's not too much left of it, but I'm trying to keep a little bit so that way I can show the differences in color or from one to another. Actually, if I hold this here, you can see the Buffalo Bills there through it, so that kind of gives you an idea of the clarity of it. So looking nice. Let's go in for some. So there's still a nice level of carbonation, which makes me very happy with the can. That you know, because I'm not quite 100% sure on where to dial it in for the carbonation for the canning. But with the October Seamer, it was super easy. So this is not a bitter beer. Sometimes with the Citra you get a little bit more bite, some dankness. This has a lot of tropical flavors to it. It's really smooth, honestly. I'll be very curious to see how it kind of connects to the other beers and what the different types of hops can do for it. You can see that there's a nice little lacing that's showing up. Nothing crazy, but enough that you know that the head retention's there. So this one rang in at 4.73%, and I think this is a beer that I would consider to be a real easy drinker, that if you're going to be drinking for a while, this would be a great choice. It's got some nice flavors to it, that those tropical citrus coming through is great. A little bit of sweetness of the malt, that might be from the honey malt that we used, but I'm a little partial to this beer because I really enjoy it. Yeah, there's not a lot of bitterness on this. Sometimes you might get a little bit more of the bite that I would expect from the Citra, because sometimes that can be a little pungent, a little dank. I've made some beers with Citra in the past where there was definitely that crisp bite of it, and that's not here at all. Yeah, this is just a great overall beer. I could see myself continuing to brew this, keep going with this. But like I said, I'll be very curious to see how the connection is between this one and the other ones. And when I do test those, I'll have a little taster of this out so I can really kind of compare the two to see. But again, thank you to all of our sponsors, Yakima Valley Hops and Imperial Yeast and 5 Star Chemicals. Thank you to Beer and Wine for Hobby for doing such a great job of getting my order out to me. It was so well packed. A nice little thank you note in there. We also have Brew Hardware is another sponsor of ours, so you can check them out. They're a great supplier, and when I keep saying a sponsor of ours, it's Brewtubers. So brewtubers.com, check it out. Join up. You don't have to be a paid member to get into on our Discord and see what's going on, and you can pop in and see what's happening. Jump in on one of our monthly meetings. You're welcome to try one out before you think about becoming a member. But the Brewtubers community is awesome. A very active Discord. Our monthly meetings are a blast, and it's just a great community where if you have any questions or you just want to, shoot the breeze about some beer, it's a great place to go. When you become a paid member, there are some other parts of the Discord that open up to you, including some really good smack talking, sports talk, where, those guys from Massachusetts, they try and bust down the Bills, but this year it's looking good. So with that, cheers everybody, drink up, enjoy, and we'll see you on the next one.
The Brewtubers online store has everything you need for your brewing apparel and gift idea needs, with a growing selection of colors and sizes for hoodies, t-shirts, and caps. Stickers and magnets? Got 'em. Can holders and coffee mugs? We've got those too. Be the boss of your neighborhood and the envy of brewers everywhere when you flash that beautiful Brewtubers logo at your next local brewing competition. Want everyone to know you're a part of the Brew World Order? Strike a Superman pose with that BWO logo on your chest and make them all take notice. And if you haven't already, get over to our website at www.brewtubers.com and become a member. Then, just mosey yourself over to that Brewtuber store tab, click on it, and open the door to show the world you are a proud Brewtuber. Brew, record, post, repeat.